Trump burns the world down. This story matters. Stick around to the end, because what's happening today could impact your groceries, your job, your car, and even your kid's backpack. As Donald Trump swings his golf club at Mar-a-Lago, the global economy falls off a cliff. The Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and the Nasdaq fell nearly to an all-time low, the kind we haven't seen since COVID. In just 2 days, the stock market lost over $5 trillion. And what does Trump do while the whole world is burning? It's like he's Marie Antoinette, eating cake while the economy crashes around him, snubbing his nose at the American people. The man's acting like he's above it all, telling us let them eat cake, while the rest of us are struggling to survive. First, the only good news in the story, Elon Musk lost $16 billion today. Now, every time you hear the word tariff, just think of the word tax. Every country in the world will be paying a minimum of 10% in tariffs. Other countries like the EU will be paying 20%. China 54%, Vietnam 46%, Thailand 36%, Japan 24%, Cambodia 49%, and Taiwan 32%. Now get this, South Korea had a zero free trade agreement with America. Now they'll be paying 10%. Every country in the world hates America right now. Countries that had free trade agreements now have to pay 10%, while others who had small tariffs now face significantly higher rates. Even penguins on an uninhabited island will now have to pay 10%. No one knows how that happened, but maybe he did it as a joke at our expense. JP Morgan is now predicting a 60% chance of a recession by summer. And here at home, layoffs are rolling in. Major manufacturers announced hundreds of job cuts in a single day. Car companies say prices will jump by at least $6,000 per vehicle. Macy's customers told MSNBC reporters they're already cutting back. That $200 Calvin Klein dress will soon cost you $240, if not more. Why? Because it's made in China. Your coffee, shampoo, soap, Max pads, and deodorant, all going up in price. Let me explain this simply. Tariffs are a hidden tax that hits your wallet. Do you enjoy sushi? Well, the soy sauce from Japan will now cost you 24% more. That iPhone made in China that used to cost $1,000? With a 54% tariff, the new price is $1,540. Almost 80% of what you find at a drugstore is made in China, and 100% of what you find in your toy store, all going up in price. Let's break it down. A 10% tariff on all imports means your Starbucks coffee could go up by 50 cents to $1 per cup. Doesn't sound like much? Try 4 coffees a week. That's $215 a year. That's not a coffee habit. That's a car insurance payment. And that's just coffee. What about your bananas? 10% from Guatemala. Your blue jeans made in Mexico, 25%. Your car parts, 25%. Your iPhone, 54%. Your kid's backpack? Tariffs are taxes, and you're the one paying them. A hidden tax on everything you buy. Now let's look at the bigger picture. Donald Trump's policies have caused an economic disaster amounting to $4.3 trillion over 4 years. We're talking $500 billion in lost revenue to the IRS every year. International students are disappearing. Foreign tourists who used to visit America for vacation are now staying home. Their governments are telling them not to travel to America. And that's just the easy math. Trump's policies are pushing investment out of the U.S. and killing jobs. America literally can't afford him. And don't forget the constitutional detail here. Congress, not the president, has the sole authority over tariffs. But they're all afraid of Trump and sitting on their hands. Trump said on day one he'd lower grocery bills. But now, not only are costs exploding, he's triggered a global pullback and possibly the worst financial disaster since the Great Depression. After listening to this, here's very important advice. Start saving your money. Revisit your budget. Avoid unnecessary purchases and start an emergency fund. If a recession hits, and JP Morgan says there's a 60% chance by summer, you may need that money for rent, food, or basic survival. Please don't wait. Start preparing now. If this feels overwhelming, please don't keep it to yourself. Talk to your friends. Speak with your family. Use mental health apps like BetterHelp. Join a movement like Indivisible. Call your senator, call your congressman, turn your rage into action, buy a poster board. Make a sign, join the Tesla takedown. Your voice matters, and so does your wallet, and even more important, your vote. Please help me grow my channel. Click subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with a friend.